The Dow Jones Industrial Average opens at a record high tomorrow morning. The big board closed above 22,000 for the first time today, pushed higher by companies like Boeing and Apple. We hear about that number all the time, but what exactly does it mean? What is the Dow and what does it tell us? Good question. Here's Heather Brown.
There's psychological levels like 22,000. Yeah, they're great to see.
22K is a reality.
I care as much about that as Kim Kardashian.
Can the Dow tell you if the entire stock market's doing well?
So it's a good question. The Dow is an index.
Paul Valor teaches at the Carlson School of Management.
It's not a stock. You could buy the Dow, I put that in quotes, by essentially buying the companies that comprise it, about 30 companies at any one time.
It's big industry leaders like, energy and banking.
IBM.
Intel.
3M.
3M? Oh, good for them.
Yeah. Apple was the newest one.
Yeah, you're right. That's the reason why it's stuck in my head.
They range from manufacturing, General Electric, to transportation players.
The Dow was created back in 1896 by journalist Charles Dow.
It was a summary way of describing what was happening in a broad sector.
It used to be the average of 12 stocks.
There's been turnover.
Now it's 30, weighted by price, which means pricier stocks like Boeing,
Like Apple,
carry more weight.
And so when it advances, that means that in a broad sense, investors think that earnings are going up. It's an anticipation of that, which means they think companies will be profitable in the future.
Somebody's making a lot of money.
Yeah.
It isn't me, I hate to say it.
What if you're not an investor?
It's indirect. This is the old trickle down.
Some argue the S&P 500 index with 500 stocks or the Wilshire 5000 is a more accurate way to gauge the market.
The three indices tend to move together. Here's what all three are missing. And this is important today. It's missing private companies.
It's a portion of the economy, but by no means is it the whole economy.
Heather Brown,
Looking at the food trucks, they're not measured by what happens with the Dow.
WCCO 4 News.
The Dow hit 20,000 in January. The first time it hit 10,000 was back in 1999, before falling to near 7,000 during the recession in 2008. If you have a good question for Heather, you can email it by going to WCCO.com/links.